Wait, are you seriously telling me that Sophia Choi actually survived Kristen DiMera's brutal rock bashing and is about to crash her own memorial service from the shadows? Is Kristen actually losing her mind, or is Sophia playing the ultimate game of psychological cat and mouse right inside the DiMera mansion? Because if the writers are going where I think they are going, Salem is about to explode. Welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautiful day to unpack some massive daytime drama. Hey Days fans, I have got some incredibly juicy Salem tea to spill for you all today. If you live for these wild plot twists, secret survivals, and DiMera family backstabbing as much as I do, hit that subscribe button right now. We are diving deep into the murky waters of the Salem River today, and trust me, you do not want to miss a single second of this breakdown. Let's get right into the raw spoilers that we just received. According to the latest intel, Jada Hunter officially sits down with a devastated Amy Choi to deliver the worst possible news. Jada tells Amy that the river rescue effort has been completely called off. Jada firmly believes that Sophia Choi is dead, but she also drops a massive bombshell. Jada suspects that Sophia's body will never be found. At the same time, the show is heavily emphasizing that Amy refuses to give up hope, while Kristen DiMera is suddenly being haunted by visions of a bloody Sophia. And on top of all that, there are massive hints that Sophia is actually going to secretly attend her own memorial service. Let's be real for a second. We are talking about days of our lives. What is the #1 golden rule of this soap opera? If there is no body, there is no crime, and there is absolutely no death. Jada Hunter might be a fantastic detective, but the second Jada told Amy that the body would never be found, the writers were basically flashing a giant neon sign at the audience screaming that Sophia is breathing. I mean, are you kidding me? We literally just watched Lexi Carver walk right out of a secret DiMera tunnel after being presumed dead since 2012. Death in Salem is nothing but a revolving door, and Sophia is undeniably the next person walking right back through it. I honestly believe the writers are setting up one of the most epic revenge storylines we have seen in years, and I am entirely here for it. Let's talk about Sophia for a minute, because I have to take a firm side here. I am passionately defending Sophia. Yes, she did some unhinged things. Yes, she locked Johnny DiMera in his apartment and started a fire. But we have to look at the psychological damage this poor girl has suffered. Sophia was a lost, traumatized teenager. Johnny completely shattered her world when he backed out of Trey's adoption. And then we have Holly Jonas. I cannot stand how Holly is playing the victim right now. Holly and her mean girl clique relentlessly bullied Sophia. They destroyed her mental health in that chat room. The actress playing Sophia, Rachel Boyd, is absolutely killing it right now, portraying this deeply broken girl who just wanted a fresh start. And then we have Kristen DiMera. I love Stacy Haiduk. She is a legacy soap legend, and she acts her heart out in every single scene, but I am ruthlessly dragging Kristen for this storyline. Kristen manipulating a vulnerable teenager, promising to fund a glamorous new life in Paris, and then bashing Sophia over the head with a rock? That is foul, even for a DiMera. Kristen dumping Sophia into the freezing Salem River just to cover her own tracks is so incredibly sloppy. Kristen thinks she is the ultimate mastermind, but she made a fatal mistake by not making sure Sophia was actually dead. If you ask me, here's exactly what happened. Sophia washed up on the riverbank miles outside of town. She is freezing, she is injured, and she is completely broke. She thought she was getting a first-class ticket to Paris, but Kristen robbed her of everything. Now, Sophia is trapped on the outskirts of Salem. She cannot go to the police. If Sophia walks into the Salem PD and reveals she is alive, Jada and Rafe Hernandez will immediately arrest her for the attempted murder of Johnny DiMera. And Sophia definitely cannot go anywhere near Kristen, because if Kristen finds out Sophia is breathing, Kristen will finish the job permanently. So, what does a traumatized, betrayed teenager do? She hides in the shadows. And this brings me to the absolute juiciest part of my prediction, the memorial service. I can see the scene perfectly in my head. Sweeps month is coming up, and this is exactly the kind of dramatic television we deserve. Picture this. The town gathers for Sophia's memorial. Amy Choi is sobbing uncontrollably, and Jason Choi is holding his wife, looking completely shattered. Holly Jonas is sitting in the front row, crying those fake, hypocritical tears, acting like she just lost her best friend. Tate Black is holding Holly's hand, looking stressed out, and then the camera pans to the very back of the room. Standing in the shadows, wearing a dark trench coat and sunglasses, is Sophia Choi. I think Sophia is going to watch her own memorial service because she desperately needs to hear what people say about her. Remember, Sophia's entire downward spiral started because she felt unloved, unwanted, and bullied. She wants to see if Holly actually feels guilty. She wants to see if her mother really cares. It is a deeply twisted psychological need, but it makes perfect sense for a lost teen with severe mental health struggles. Sophia is going to stand there, listening to the eulogies, and it is going to fuel her rage even more. But Sophia is not just going to stop at stalking her own funeral. Let's talk about those visions Kristen DiMera is having. We saw a promo where a bloody, wet Sophia appears in the DiMera living room and tells Kristen she looks like she has seen a ghost. I do not think that is a hallucination. I honestly believe Sophia is actually sneaking into the DiMera mansion to gaslight Kristen. Sophia knows exactly how paranoid Kristen can get. Sophia is going to play the ultimate game of psychological warfare, driving Kristen completely insane. It reminds me so much of the classic storylines from 5 or 10 years ago, like when Abigail Devereaux faked her death and stalked Ben Weston, or when Will Horton was supposedly murdered but was actually just brainwashed. The writers love a good haunting, and Sophia is the perfect ghost. We also have to factor in Amy Choi's dangerous grief. Amy is looking completely unhinged right now. Amy wants Holly Jonas to pay, and she is not waiting for the legal system. If Amy actually tries to physically attack Holly, or if Amy ends up doing something that could send her to prison for the rest of her life, I think that is the exact moment Sophia will be forced to step out of the shadows. Sophia might hate Holly, but she loves her mother. Sophia will not let Amy throw her life away over a fake murder. And let's not forget what is happening on the other side of town. Marlena Evans is currently hypnotizing EJ DiMera to uncover his buried secrets. What if EJ, while under hypnosis, somehow pieces together what Kristen did to Sophia? The DiMera family is a house of cards right now, and Sophia Choi is the wind that is about to blow the entire thing down. I cannot wait to see Kristen's smug face drop when she realizes the teenager she tried to murder is actually the one pulling the strings. What do you guys think? Is Sophia actually gaslighting Kristen in the DiMera mansion, and will she reveal herself at the memorial service to stop her mother from doing something crazy? Let me know your wild predictions in the comments below. And as always, if you love this deep dive into Salem's dark secrets, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. See you next time!